Well, I'm laying here after a full week of catering to my little ones. They had flu. I do not use any types of flu vaccines. I don't believe in them. I've never had a flu shot in my life. But we'll talk about that on another episode. Anyway, I'm just laying here trying to just sleep a little bit, trying to catch up on a little bit of rest because I was up day and night. Anyway, I just wanted to share with you guys what I do to keep myself healthy and fresh down there. I insert a couple of things. I do, actually, it's three things that I do. I do splash myself with apple cider vinegar, and I do so anyway, hi. Hi again. So what I do for optimum health, I can't believe y'all back out here again. Sorry guys, I gotta come back. Well, they're definitely back up and in health. A few days ago, they couldn't even move, and I had to go run to each of them all through the night. Both of them got sick at the same time. Anyway, back to what I put into my vagina. I feel like this is a very sacred moment between you and me. And girl, I want to share this with you because, guys, lights out here. You really have really no place here right now unless you're just listening. And if you're listening, listen quietly. Shh. While I tell you what I put into my vagina for freshness and great health. I use apple cider vinegar. I splash myself with apple cider vinegar. And it's actually good to sit in a tub of apple cider vinegar if you can. And you want to use preferably the one that you would eat, that you could drink. The clear apple cider vinegar is not a vinegar that you want to ingest. It's something that you want to use to clean your house with. You want to mix that with baking soda and clean. You want to use apple cider vinegar, Bragg's apple cider vinegar. Bragg's apple cider vinegar, unfiltered, raw, and organic. And you want to use baking soda. Now, it depends on what's going on down there. Okay? If you've got a yeast infection, never use Monistat again. After I tell you what I'm going to tell you, you will never have to go to the pharmaceutical company and use their stuff again because it's toxic. Now, a quick disclaimer. I'm not a doctor. I am a woman of God with experience. And the Lord speaks to me. And I speak to Him. And we communicate. And sometimes we be like here, and He be helping me out. So I'm going to help you out with His natural, divine things to use, herbs and spices. So, if it's a regular time and everything's okay, there's no problem, and you're good, splash yourself with some apple cider vinegar mixed with water. And you really want to try to deal with that tap water. Tap water is just, it's becoming really, really a bad thing. Tap water is fluoride, heavy metals, and all types of all types of toxins, and it's also a great amount of herbicides, pharmaceutical medicines, and from what I understand, birth control medicines are all have been found residues of that in our waters, right in the faucets. It's been tested, and not in just one laboratory, but several of them. So you just do your own studying and research. So you do want to put some things, you want to use some things in your water. What I use for my water is, I don't buy a water filter. What I do is I have a jug of water that I use. I use the tap water, but I put anywhere from 1 to 2 capsules of activated charcoal. Now you can taper that off to be a quarter of a teaspoon. If you have a bag of activated charcoal, you can take a quarter of a teaspoon and put it in a 2-gallon jug of water, or 2-liter container of water. And any toxins, poisons, parasites that might come through your faucet will be dealt with. It will be neutralized if it's poisons. It will be killed if it's parasites. Heavy metals will be taken out of your body as you drink this water. And what will happen is the water will filter at the bottom. Why am I talking about that? And I'm still, having the subject of what goes into my vagina. Well, because everything you drink goes into your vagina. So don't just think that what you actually insert with your hand, but also what you drink goes into your vagina. So I want to cover kind of like all of that. So that's what goes into my vagina. That water, that tap water, which is filtered with activated charcoal in my home for all my children and myself. Okay? Now that's as far as the water. Now to actually physically insertion, I insert garlic into my vagina after I give myself a nice wash of apple cider vinegar. I like those big, thick garlics. You can find them at Whole Foods. You can find them at any place, that's like a health food type of place. Go to maybe some of the Caribbean places, and you can find the big garlic. You want them big. The reason why you don't want them too small, like sometimes you can have cloves that are small. If your vaginal opening is like a little loose, it'll slip out faster. You want something that's gonna kind of hold in there, and you want to push it up with your finger. You want it to. Some people say put a string around it. No, I disagree. Don't put a string around it, because you don't know what that string has in it. You don't know what type of toxins, unless you have, if you go into some type of like a health store and you find out that this particular string has no toxins on it, and it's, really, the less things you put in your vagina that's unnatural, the better for you. So you want to take that garlic, push it up there, and you want to use your middle finger. Yeah, did I say your middle finger? Okay, yeah, use your middle finger because you want it to go just as far as your middle finger can go. Why? Because then if you need to, you can reach up there with your middle finger and get it out if you need to. But before you put it in there, very key thing I need you to understand. I need you to cut around it. Now, let me explain to you, because I'm not going to demonstrate right now because it's on my mind and I'm taking a break and I'm relaxing. You're going to hold it like this. Look at my finger, right? So you're going to take a knife and you're going to make an incision, just a small incision there. Then you're going to turn it around and make a small incision there, maybe 3 incisions. Not so much that it's going to break in pieces. You don't want it, you just want a little cut. That's because you want to make sure that the juices come out into your vaginal opening. You can do that like once a month. You can do it after after you have intercourse, for you married people. Hey, what you unmarried people do, I mean, I don't have anything to do with that. I'm not advocating that, so I'm just not, I'm not even wanting it with you. Not doing it. I mean, if that's what you choose to do. Anyway, so this health is for everybody, and if you want to use it, use it. But yeah, after, whatever intercourse you may have, you want to use that to clean yourself out, go for it. It's excellent. If you're not having intercourse and you want to clean yourself out and you want to be fresh up there, you ever had like a fishy odor, whatever? That's toxins and waste and metals and all that kind of stuff. Garlic will take that out of you. And when you insert it, to me, this is a very aggressive cleansing mechanism. If you find you have yeast or parasites and stuff like that, and you want to hit it from different angles, this is another angle you can hit it from. Eat the garlic too. Not the same garlic. What happens with this garlic is depending on your body. If you are very toxic, that garlic may stay up there for a while. When I first did this garlic insertion, oh my God, the garlic stayed up there. And I'm listening to the voice of the Lord the whole time. I'm like, oh Lord, 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 because the Lord was the one that told me to do it. And then when I heard him say that, I said, let me research. So I did a little research and I saw that somebody else had did this, and I was like, what? So I'm like, okay. So the Lord told me, if it doesn't come out, don't touch it. I'm gonna tell you what he told me. If it doesn't come out, don't touch it. For the first time, I was so toxic up there, and I had like a little infection thing going on. So I did it for that purpose. Those of you who remember the videos, if you don't, you can track back and see what I was going through when I was doing the parasite cleanse. And I was itching, I was going crazy, and I had the fungus, and I had the fungus, which is yeast fungus, yeast infection. I call it what it is. So, I mean, it sounds nasty. It is nasty. But anyway, so, especially overgrowth of candida. Ooh. So, anyway, it stayed up there for like 3 days. The garlic stayed up there for 3 days. And I was worried. I was like, Lord, now. One day, I thought I was going to sleep. I said, okay, I'll sleep with it. And, I'll be good. And then it stayed for the first full night. Then the second night, I was like, oh my God. Lord was like, relax. It's doing what it needs to do. So I left it up there. Next thing I know, the third day, it came out on its own when I was going to the bathroom. And I caught it because I wanted to see it. That sucker was green. My first thought was, oh my God, it went bad up in me. Something's wrong with me. And I didn't think something was wrong with me. I was already in a dilemma. And it came out, right? It's green. I'm like, wow. Now, first, you need to understand what garlic does. Garlic pushes in its allicin. The allicin comes out. That burning sulfur taste, if you ever had garlic, that's called allicin. That's where your healing properties are. So when all that comes out, it turns a different color. Anyway, it turns like not white, more like yellowish when it's all done. If you've ever seen garlic in a refrigerator, it starts to turn yellow when it starts to go, and then it can turn brown, and then it just dies, right? But if it's inside without like oxygen, well, it's giving its oxygen out, it turns green. So I tried it again. I did it again. Each time I did it, it stayed for a shorter length of time. And the next time I did it, it stayed for 2 days. I think that first one stayed longer than 3 days. But anyway, each time it stayed less. Now, I just did one yesterday. The one I did yesterday, this was the hugest piece of garlic I think I ever seen in my life. I mean, for me, I'm just saying, it was the size of my thumb. It was the size, maybe a little bit wider. Like, I don't know where they're getting these vegetables now. It's interesting, but that came out in 1 day. Not overnight. So I figured since it's bigger, it should stay up there. I'm going to have to get it out. Nope, that sucker came oozing out on its own. I would say I might have put it up there in the morning, about maybe say 9 o'clock. The sucker came oozing out by about 3 or 4 when I went to the bathroom. And while it's peeking out, like if it doesn't come right out, let it sit there. You might feel like a little burning sensation for a minute, but then it gets to get on the other walls out there. It's getting on it anyway. Garlic is some wonderfully, it is a beast when it comes to killing parasites and fungus. Oh my God, I eat garlic every day now. I don't care what you think of me. I don't care how I smell to you. It's like, let me stop. Yes, I do. No, because I brush my teeth with baking soda, lemon, and peppermint. I mix it. Peppermint oil, and it does the body good. It's good. And then, it's good. Okay, the other thing, now, let me just go back a minute. Garlic is the thing that I just leave up there. But I also do baking soda rinses. I do baking soda mixed with apple cider vinegar. That's a wash. And if you had, say, any cancer type lesions or whatever, baking soda annihilates it. Say you had cervical cancer. Say you had vaginal cancer or whatever cancer in that area. Do a dish with baking soda, water rinse. Do it. Drink the baking soda too. You should get in the habit of drinking baking soda. Mine's comes by way of when I brush my teeth. I don't swallow it, although I could, because my toothpaste is inhabitable. I'm really leaning on that area of not consuming even toothpaste. Anything that cannot be swallowed, that won't be healthy to me, I don't even want to put it on my skin anymore. I'm really working on becoming very natural because there's so many toxins that are going down into our system already. So basically, use the baking soda, apple cider vinegar, and do a dish with it. How much? Use like 1/4 teaspoon if you buy a dish, right? If you have a dish bag, okay, fine. If you don't, go to the store and get you one of those, what do you call them? Eves, dish thing. Don't use their stuff. Just buy it to open it up if you can't find a dish bag. And then you pour it out, rinse it, wash it with apple cider vinegar. It will clean up whatever, fungus or whatever is there. Wash it out, and then you make your own dish. You can use regular water if you have to use the tap water. Again, like I said, the baking soda will eat up whatever toxins or whatever is there. It will also eat up your cancer. If you have cervical cancer, it will heal you from cancer. It will help you. Again, I said I'm not a doctor, but I just know what I know from what I do. I test and I prove things on myself. Kim, do you have cancer? Sure I do. We all do. Cancer cells are moving through your body. Whether they take control is up to you. Cancer is a fungus. Fungus can be killed. That's something the pharmaceutical companies don't want you to know either. But I've never, since I was a little kid, I've never been into doctors. Going to doctors has never been a thing of mine. It's never been my thing. And the more I see what has happened to my daughter, she's autistic, it makes me not want to go anymore at all. So, be your own doctor. You know yourself better than anyone. No one can come practice medicine on me. I know me better than anybody knows me. So I think I'd be the best person to practice on me. Not some stranger who doesn't know what you're going through every day. And if you tell them this is happening, they'll look at you and say, oh, go get psychiatric help. No. I know myself every day. I know what's going on with me. Some blood tests won't even show, that you're missing certain things. If you're missing minerals, vitamins, you have to get those in. Try to start with a supplement, but try to ease your way into making sure that your supplements become your food. Take some echinacea every day. That's another thing I did. I drink a lot of tea for my vagina. I'm going to start doing enemas. I don't do enemas, but I will be starting, and I will tell you about them. In fact, I'll probably lay here and do the enema while I'm on here with you, so you can get an idea of what I'm doing and what it kind of looks like. Will I be showing private parts? Heck to the no. That won't be happening. That might be scary. But anyway, it wouldn't be holy for me to do that anyway. But it would also be scary. So we won't be doing that. You're safe. It's okay. You can come back to my page. Okay, so go and take care of that vagina. Keep yourself fresh and clean. Use some black seed oil down there. If you're having any type of problem. If not, drink your black seed oil. Take a tablespoon every day for the vagina. You got to do a lot of things for that vagina. Keep that vagina nice and tight. Apple cider vinegar does it. And the black seed oil helps to, any type of extra bacteria down there, cleans it out. Don't forget the baking soda, apple cider vinegar. Stick that garlic up in that vagina. Don't you be afraid. Don't forget to cut, make incisions around the garlic before you put it up there. Leave it up there as long as it will stay. It will not hurt you. It's natural. If anything, it can dissolve before it does anything else. Eat garlic every day. Eat, and this is for vaginal health. Eat garlic every day. Eat a tablespoon of black seed oil. Start drinking baking soda. Sorry about that. Start drinking baking soda every day. Start with a teaspoon and some water. say 4 or 5 ounces of water. Drink it. And I really encourage you, really, 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 really encourage you to get some bentonite clay. I mean, in the olden days, everybody always had clay. Make a clay mask. You got to remove the toxins from your body, okay? Because anything that can happen in your vagina is happening all over your body, okay? Vagina is just an alarm. It's doop, doop, doop. If something's happening down there, don't think that it's just happening in your vagina. Oh, I just have an infection in my vagina. Oh, I just have a yeast infection. If it's showing there, by the time it shows in your vagina, it's all over your body. It is. I don't care if they tell you, oh, you have cervical cancer, or you have vaginal cancer, or you have a yeast infection. By the time because you drink everything that comes into your body is coming through here and through your pores. You get toxins right here. Your skin is the largest organ in your body. You heard that your heart, your pancreas, your liver, those are all organs. Well, your skin here, all this is the largest organ in your body. So by the time any toxins reach your vagina, it has already gotten all over your body already before it reaches your vagina. Take care of that vagina. Wash it. Love it. Take care of it, okay? Because you only have one. And when that vagina messes up, you can't do nothing. I'm telling you, keep it clean. Keep it holy. And I want to talk spiritually about what I put in my vagina. I don't put nothing in there that don't belong in there. If it's not my husband's penis, it doesn't belong in there. I just had to throw that in there. Love you, people. Be blessed. Be peace. Be good.